Galaxy Cruises and Tours.
Hello, this is Ken Mayer. Thank you for tuning in. This is our Escorted tour program presentation for April 2nd, 2026. I appreciate you joining me today. We're going to talk a little bit about some tours. Hope you enjoy. And of course, to help book your next tour, we would encourage you to schedule an appointment with us, visit with one of our experienced travel advisors. You can call us at 417-451-5468. We are kicking off our 2027 group programs, and you can see our complete list through the QR code listed here. Or if you'd like to call us, we'd be happy to email you a copy of that as well. And I'll be mentioning a few of the tours that we have for next year in our presentation today. So, what is an escorted tour? Why would you take one? I think the easiest way I can explain the escorted tour is it's a guided vacation. You have a professional tour director that leads a group of people throughout the trip. Most of the details are already arranged, from transportation and hotels and sightseeing. They even include meals and some special features. All of that is built into the cost. And I think the benefits, or a key reason to choose a tour, would be that you generally have expert local guides. In addition to that, tour director support that is already included. They've already mapped out all the itineraries and planning and booking, so that's all hassle-free and taken care of. There's really great value with the inclusive pricing. And then we think that these itineraries certainly well designed, very efficient, helping you maximize the experience that you're at when you travel. And it is a group, so you do get to socialize with really a lot of like-minded people and like-minded travelers. And I think all of those things led to the greatest benefits of the escorted tour. Certainly from the peace of mind standpoint, it's stress-free travel planning. They've basically done all the work. They give you access to VIP lines, local knowledge, hidden gems that all save you time, hassle, and build into the experience. And again, it's very time efficient. It maximizes that sightseeing when you're there. And they check a lot of those bucket list things off so you can see the sights. And as you travel with this group, it's a fun and social event. It's a great environment throughout the tour. They generally have built-in included values at discounted rates because it's being purchased as a group. And then again, I think there's this real good balance between the itineraries that have a lot of included things, but also some free time for you to do some self exploration. And really, the other peace of mind is there's always some safety in numbers whenever you're traveling, especially more abroad into some countries you may not be as familiar with. And while I think I could talk a lot about a tour, one of our travel partners, Globus, has a great video here that might sum it up for you. So let me play that and then we'll continue. Thank you for that good word from Globus. Now I got to figure out how to get to the next slide here. There we go. So let's talk a little bit about some of the trending European destinations. I think that's kind of the hot spot right now with people traveling. And I think Italy has to be number one. Certainly a lot of other great destinations, but Italy and France both, a lot of great things to see there. Obviously, Rome, Florence, and Venice are truly spectacular cities, historic landmarks, the Vatican, Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance with art, food, their famous church, the Duomo, of course, Venice's canals, St. Mark's Square, and then probably a hidden gem that I think a lot of people should try and get to is the Amalfi Coast. Spectacular views, great little seaside villages. Was lucky enough to actually go there last year. Just an incredible part of Italy that, well, may require its own little trip to get there, but certainly Italy, great. France, of course, with Paris, Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum. Southern France with the wine, Provence, the lavender fields. You could even do the French Riviera with the Mediterranean beaches. And the Normandy beach experience, certainly very moving with all the history there. So those are just great destinations to see, very friendly. Uh, People in both countries, very popular right now, kind of going off the chart. And then, of course, Spain and Portugal also spectacular countries to visit. Portugal, very small, Spain, a little bit bigger, but both bring a lot to the table there on the Iberian Peninsula. Barcelona with Gaudi's architecture, their street life, the famous La Sagrada Familia. They've just finished one of the tower tops that they've been working on for years there, that church. Absolutely amazing. Madrid, full of museums and plazas. And then over in Portugal, Lisbon has great historic charm and coastal breezes. And really, both of these countries have what we would consider amazing weather, fantastic food, and a very lively culture. Another part of Europe that's extremely popular is the Central Europe part. Prague, Vienna, Budapest. There's a lot of castles, tons of music history. Munich with the Bavarian history. The fairy tale castle of Neuschwanstein is there. And then just right next door, Switzerland with their incredible views of the Alps, the amazing terrains, the valleys, breathtaking views. I think any of those countries are just amazing to visit because of their scenery. Um, and with along with that, we have some of our own groups. So you probably would have seen that on our group list if you scan the code. But we do have a few seats remaining on our London and Paris trip, and I'll make a quick apology that those dates are not correct. It is in October, but it's not a 2-day trip. I apologize for that. It would be listed correctly on our uh, tour list, group tour list. I believe it's the 12th. I think it's the 1st through the 12th, but go check that out. It would be on there. This is two cities, London and Paris, gives you the Channel train in between. And we've actually built a little bit extra free time in on both cities so you can take in more experiences, do more things with your time there. So great trip to do. Just a few spots left. Egypt and Jordan, bucket list destination here with the pyramids and Petra. This is actually a kind of a combination cruise and tour. There's some land, hotel touring, and then there's also a 4-day Nile cruise. This particular tour had sold out. We have had a cancellation, and so we've actually got a spot left. So just one room left on this particular tour. That will be in January of 2027. This group actually has also scheduled a stopover in Paris on the way home. So you actually could get a little extra Paris if you wanted to on this program. That's included on our dates, January 5 through 23. Again, just one room left here on Egypt and Jordan. Gems of Iceland just announced, started having people join on that. This is going in March when you have some darkness, light and dark in Iceland. And so this is the perfect time in which to be able to see some of the spectacular scenery of the country, but also catch the northern lights in the evening. This is a faster trip, shorter stay. So if somebody doesn't have a lot of time, this would be a good trip to consider as well. March 13 through 19 on Gems of Iceland. And then Italy, Splendors of Italy. So this is really giving you the key experiences of Rome, Tuscany, Florence, and Venice. This is actually, believe it or not, this is the first tour, escorted tour that I actually did in my career back in probably early 2000s. It was a great trip. To be able to see these monuments and landmarks and cities is just spectacular. I've been lucky enough to be able to go back to some of these cities. I cannot endorse Italy enough. This is a little more affordable tour. Doesn't take in as much high end of the hotels or a little more tourist class hotels. It's kind of a fast-paced tour moving you around, but you get to check a lot of boxes. You get to see some amazing sights. Spectacular way to get into Italy. We are going to have another Ireland trip. We're just waiting on the tour company to provide us the dates. We've kind of set aside doing it in June, where you have a little bit more of the daylight, a little bit more warmer temperatures. This is a great tour as well, hitting most of the island, spectacular coastlines, as well as the important things to visit in Ireland. So Irish Rose, dates are coming soon, dates and prices. If you're interested in joining, please let us know. This is usually a small group, so we may have less than 20 people on this particular group. So if you're interested, get your name on the list so we can sign you up. And then I'd mentioned Switzerland with its amazing views. So we're doing another tour that's going to include some rail. This is Swiss Splendors by Rail. It'll be in August, hitting Geneva, Zermatt, Interlaken, Lucerne. A great area of Switzerland to visit. Spectacular mountain scenery, great rail experiences as well. And this tour could be extended if you want to have some additional time in there as well. And so I think really the key with the escorted tours here is they're hassle-free. They build a lot of great experiences into them. They have good pricing, good value. They're a great way to see the world, great way to see Europe. I appreciate you joining in and watching us today. Our group list is listed here. Please don't hesitate to call us. We'd love to help you plan your next escorted tour vacation. Have a good day. Thank you.
Helping connect you to the world of travel.